What is the meaning of life? A question as old as time, yet the answer remains as elusive as ever. Could it be because the answer is different for everyone? This is the great question we're delving into today. Life's meaning, its purpose, its essence, has been a riddle that has entangled the minds of philosophers, scholars, and ordinary people alike for centuries. And yet, despite the countless hours of thought and discussion, we still find ourselves back at square one, as baffled as ever. Here's a thought. Perhaps the answer is elusive because it's deeply personal and highly subjective. Maybe it's not a universal truth waiting to be discovered, but a personal journey to be embarked upon. The sense of life, after all, is a tapestry as varied as the individuals who weave it. So let's explore this further. Let's dive into some personal stories that shed light on this profound question. First, meet John. He found his sense of life in his family and friends. John was your average guy, navigating the hustle and bustle of everyday life. But there was something that set John apart, his deep sense of connection with the people around him. His family, his friends, they were his world, his anchor. In the laughter of his children, in the shared memories with his spouse, in the comforting presence of his parents, and in the camaraderie of his close-knit group of friends, he found a sense of fulfillment that was profound and personal. John's life was not without its fair share of trials and tribulations, but in every storm, he found his shelter in these relationships. When he was down, it was the warm hug of his daughter that lifted his spirits. When he faced a setback, it was the reassuring words of his spouse that gave him the courage to try again. When he felt lost, it was the wise words of his parents that guided him. And when he tasted success, it was the shared joy of his friends that made the victory sweeter. But it wasn't just about receiving. John found equal, if not more, joy in giving, in being there for the people he loved, in sharing their joys, their sorrows, their dreams, and their fears. He found purpose in being a supportive spouse, a loving father, a caring son, and a dependable friend. In these relationships, John found his sense of life. His purpose wasn't tied to a grand goal or a lofty ambition. It was woven into the tapestry of his everyday interactions with the people he loved. It was in the smiles he shared, the tears he wiped, the dreams he nurtured, and the love he gave and received. For John, the meaning of life revolves around relationships, but that's not the case for everyone. Now let's hear from Lisa. For her, life's meaning is tied to her work and her passions. Lisa, an architect by profession, has always had a deep-rooted love for creating and designing. From the early age of 8, she spent countless hours building miniature houses and skyscrapers from blocks, dreaming of the grand structures she would one day design. As she grew older, this passion did not wane. Instead, it fueled her determination to turn her dreams into reality. After years of hard work, Lisa is now a well-respected architect, renowned for her innovative designs and her ability to bring life to the mundane. But for her, it's not about the accolades or the fame. It's about the joy of creation, the thrill of seeing her ideas come to life, and the satisfaction of knowing that she's contributing to the world in her own unique way. Her work is not just a job, but a calling. It's a platform for her to express herself, to create something of value, and to leave her mark on the world. Every blueprint she creates, every building she designs, is a testament to her passion, her creativity, and her unwavering commitment to her craft. But it's not just her work that gives Lisa a sense of purpose. She's also a passionate advocate for sustainable architecture, using her platform to promote environmentally friendly building practices. She believes that as an architect, she has a responsibility to not only create beautiful structures, but also to protect and preserve the environment. This passion for sustainability adds another layer of meaning to her work, making it not just a career, but a mission. In her own words, "My work is my passion and my passion is my purpose. It's what drives me, what motivates me, what gives my life meaning. I'm not just building structures, I'm building a better, more sustainable future." Lisa found her sense of life in her work, showing us that our meaning can come from what we do. Next up is Muhammad. His sense of life comes from his spiritual beliefs. Muhammad's journey towards spiritual understanding and connection did not happen overnight. It was a path that he consciously chose to embark upon, punctuated by moments of doubt, moments of clarity, and countless moments of self-reflection. Born and raised in a bustling city, Muhammad often felt a profound sense of disconnection from himself and the world around him. This sense of disconnection led him to question the purpose of his existence. He yearned for something deeper, something more meaningful. And then, he found his answer in spirituality. He found solace in the teachings of his faith, which provided him with a framework to understand his place in the universe and his role within it. He began to see the world not merely as a collection of random events, but as a complex tapestry, carefully woven together by a higher power. His spirituality gave him a sense of perspective. It taught him to view his trials not as random misfortunes, but as opportunities for growth and learning. It taught him to view his successes not as personal victories, but as blessings to be grateful for. His spiritual beliefs also gave him a sense of purpose. They instilled in him a strong sense of duty to serve others, to spread kindness, and to strive for justice and peace. These beliefs became the compass that guided his actions, the principles that he lived by. Muhammad's spiritual beliefs also taught him the value of inner peace. They taught him to find contentment not in material possessions, but in his connection to the divine. They taught him to find joy not in fleeting pleasures, but in the simple act of being, of existing in harmony with the universe. In essence, Muhammad's spiritual beliefs transformed his life. They gave him a sense of direction, a sense of purpose, and most importantly, a sense of peace. They provided him with a profound sense of understanding, of knowing that he is part of something much larger than himself. Muhammad's story shows us that the meaning of life can come from our spiritual or religious beliefs. Finally, we have Sarah. For her, the sense of life is all about her connection to nature and the world around her. Sarah's story begins in the heart of the concrete jungle, surrounded by towering skyscrapers and the constant hum of city life. But Sarah found herself yearning for something more, something that spoke to the deepest parts of her soul. That longing led her to the vast wilderness, where she discovered a profound connection with nature. For Sarah, the whispering wind in the trees, the rustling leaves beneath her feet, and the chirping of birds overhead became a symphony of life. The serene beauty of the sunrise, the tranquility of the moonlit nights, and the mesmerizing dance of the northern lights filled her with awe and wonder. She found solace in the sprawling forests, the towering mountains, and the endless oceans. Every element of nature, from the smallest insect to the grandest peak, became a part of her, and she a part of it. There was a sense of harmony, a rhythm that resonated with her inner being. She felt a sense of belonging, of being a part of something greater than herself. It was in these moments of solitude, amidst the quiet beauty of nature, that Sarah found her sense of life. The interconnectedness of all things, the cycle of life and death, of growth and decay, became a mirror to her own existence. Sarah's connection to nature gave her a sense of purpose and meaning. She began to see her role in preserving the beauty and balance of the natural world. Her life became a testament to her love for nature, a reflection of her commitment to its preservation. She came to understand that every action she took, every choice she made, had an impact on the world around her. She realized that she was not just a passive observer, but an active participant in the grand tapestry of life. Sarah's story shows us that the meaning of life can come from our connection to the world around us. It's a reminder that we are not separate from nature, but a part of it. And in this connection, we can find a sense of purpose, a sense of life. So, what can we learn from these stories? The journey to uncovering the meaning of life, as we've seen, is an intimate quest. It's a path that is unique for every individual, shaped by their own experiences, values, and passions. It's a journey that can be influenced by our relationships, whether they be with family, friends, or even colleagues. The work we do, the passions we pursue, they too can weave into the tapestry of our life's meaning. For some, a spiritual connection or religious belief might serve as a guiding light, while for others, it's the profound bond with nature or the world around them. It's important to remember that this sense of life, this meaning we seek, is not a static entity. It's fluid, ever-changing as we grow, learn, and evolve. Remember, the journey to find your own sense of life is yours alone. It's a journey of self-discovery, and it's a journey that never ends.